All right, just got home. I had a crazy neighbor thing happen to me this week, and I've been so angry at a wide variety of different things. I didn't realize how angry I was, and I'm walking my dog down the street, and this guy comes out of his house and says, "Get your dog off everybody's lawn." And I'm like, Are you telling me to get off your lawn? Like, I'm actually walking along the curb. There's no sidewalk. I'm not in the street, but I'm like walking along the curb. And he's got a fenced yard. I'm not inside his fence or anything. And my dog's, run around like dogs do. He's on leash, and he's like, no, not just my yard, everyone's yard. Get your dog off everyone's yard. And I'm like, hey man, I'm walking my dog. Like, it's like first thing in the morning, man. It's like 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning. It's like just drinking my coffee. And I'm like, we're not making any noise. We don't leave a mess behind. What's your problem? And he thought about it for half a second and said, get off people's yards. And I'm like, and walk where? You want me to walk in the street? You want me to walk in the street with my dog? Is that what you want? He said, you just don't. And I'm like, do you want me to walk in the street? And there I am, as I said, 6 in the morning, not disturbing anybody, screaming at this guy. I completely lost it. And as I heard my voice like ratchet up a notch, I realized, whoa, dude, you're way angrier than necessary. And why am I way angrier than necessary? And I'll tell you, basically, and you probably know. Since moving into this neighborhood, I've had nothing but like really bizarre, not necessarily terrible neighbor experiences. I mean, one of my neighbors parked on my lawn for a week. One of my neighbors had the police and or ambulance and or fire truck there several times. The house at the end of the corner, like, it was almost cliche. It was for rent. Like six dudes moved in, and as they were moving in, they literally just parked their cars in the middle of the road. Literally in the middle of the road. Like, they parked their cars on one curb, they parked on the other curb, and then as they pulled in with their pickup truck, they just stopped in the middle of the road to unload the pickup truck. They have 2 driveways. And when they were blocking the road, this is really good, actually. Was this bean and beef? When they were blocking the road, I come around the corner and I just go right up, I'm like right on that vehicle, and I'm like, anyone who comes around this corner, they're gonna rear end me. And I look at the guy, just gesture at his car, and he kind of like looks put out, like, well, if I have to move it, I'll just have to move it back. Well, anyway, the cops were there within a week, and they were all gone. And the douchebags that moved in after that weren't much better. The whole, like, people use a blanket across their living room window. They got a poor old dog. I think they have 2 or 3 dogs, actually. So the dog's always sitting in the window. I was walking across the park, and the security guard comes over and he's like, are you going to the concert? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to a concert. He's like, are you parked here at the park? I'm like, no man, I'm not parked here from the park. He's like, well, if you've parked there, I need to tell you that. I'm like, hey, just let me walk, all right, buddy? I'm not going to a concert. I didn't bring my car. You get off. I'm just walking. Fuck off, essentially. And I'm like, what the fuck is it with people? I guess I came from a neighborhood where like it was full of like drug dealers and thugs and pimps and whores, and no one fucked with anyone else because of the consequences. Here it just seems like people are fucking with you around the clock. Anyway, yelled at the guy. I'm not going to walk my dog by his house again. I'll walk my dog the opposite direction. typically we go to the dog park, you know, but like sometimes, especially really when it's like super mega hot out and I have to be at work super mega early, we just walk around here. Crazy neighbors.